Well, hi friends, James Lewis here with Pete Stemmen for our weekly video. And we want to chat to you today about some stuff we've been thinking about as a staff team. And we've really been wrestling with this growing sense as we listen to the government and the health experts, that we're less and less kind of in this very brief lockdown and more sense of moving into an extended season as we manage this pandemic. And so we've been reflecting on that and thinking about what that means for us as a church.
Yeah, we have. I think it's a really helpful way to shift our thinking from an interruption to what was normal to a season that could go on for a period of time that we're not sure. Because I think if it's an interruption, you just can't wait to get back to normal.
Yeah,
and you always
marking time, hanging in there for that brief period, and then,
But if it's a season, the question is, okay, so what does it look like to actually grow and really flourish right now? And we think that's a helpful way for us to think, and that's impacted some of our planning moving forward. So we're pretty excited to let you know.
We found it challenging as well. It's not like, we're the staff have got it all together. We're thinking, we'd really love to have everyone back on site, but it looks like that's going to be a long way off. So how do we thrive as a church during this time? And so we're excited to talk to you about three things today. First, Christianity Explored. Second, adjustment to service times. And third, our mental health seminar.
So we're delighted to let you know that for the first time ever in the history of Norwest, get ready, Christianity Explored is going online. And so we can't wait for that. That's kicking off September 1. And that's going to be, so you can do that from your own lounge room. Now you've probably watched all you can on Netflix, and the Olympics will be over by then. Paralympics still going, but you can do both. And we just think, why not clear an hour or an hour and a half a week to do a deep dive and a guided tour through Mark's Gospel. And why not go one step better and invite that person from across the road or in your street who you've been praying with? We think it's just a great way to actually, in a time when things are so different, to remind ourselves of how stunning Jesus is.
And that opportunity, people online a lot, so invite them to join with you and join online. And we've also been chatting to our community group leaders, really keen to hear from them as they meet with you in groups on Zoom, how things are going. And one of the really helpful pieces of data that came back is that for some of our younger families in the morning, that 10:30 time for young kids is hard to join the stream. And so what we've decided to do is kind of split the difference between 8:30 and 10:30 and move to a 9:30 live stream instead of the 10:30, just to help everyone there.
And can I just say, if we knew this was going to be over in 4 weeks, we wouldn't do that. But again, we're in a season now, and so the question is, how do we care for people best? And it's great. And our younger families, we have stacks of them. We want to engage them as well as we can, so that's helpful.
6:30 stays the same?
So 6:30 will stay the same. 10:30 will move to 9:30, not this Sunday, but next. And our Mandarin service, which has been at 1, is also going to move earlier to 11:30. Again, not this Sunday, but next. What's the reason for that?
It just helps Jace as he resources the live streaming of that service. As we know, he lost 20 of his team, music and streaming team, to the other LGAs when they were locked down. And so it's been very tight with resources. And so we can just use those resources better and do the live stream in Mandarin in a sustainable way, which has been great. There's been somewhere between 20 to 25 devices watching the Mandarin service each Sunday.
Devices watching. Yes. Doesn't sound overly relational.
Well, it could be multiple people.
Could be.
One.
Could be.
That's all we can track is devices.
And the other thing we're really excited about, and actually we see God's real sovereignty and kindness in this, is our mental health seminar.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something that we thought, we're in a lockdown, we better pull together this seminar.
Planned it months ago, right?
Yeah, Craig and Jody have been working on this, praying about this as a team, and we're just, in God's kindness, it's just fallen a really helpful time for people.
Yeah, and so we know there are people struggling with some mental health challenges themselves or within your family or even friends. So we just think it'd be a great opportunity to come together and hear how God actually cares for us, all of us, in our different trials and tribulations at different times.
So, and opportunities out of that to be better trained or to get more support. So not just a seminar you can't watch, but also we want to move forward together as a church family.
I was encouraged this week from the book of James and James chapter 1. And I just want to leave this promise that James gives us about God's character with you. So hear this. James tells us that every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Fascinating, right? Because so much is changing, and it's almost like our lives move like the shadows as the sun goes across the sky. But actually what we have going on right now, every good gift is from our Father, who doesn't change. He's got us. And so we are in a new season. That's different to what we've known, but it's not different from what our God has known or from who our God is. So I trust that's an encouragement for you. Look forward to walking with you through this next chapter, whatever God brings. God bless you all.